मैं हिलता जुलता बहुत हूँ. I can't sit still. This is probably the longest I've sat in a really long time. मगर अब मुझे कोई कहे तो मुझे I'd be piss my pants and be like, you know, especially if it was, you know, like to Pakistan or something. Abhi jo halat hai Pakistan mein, shouldn't really say that on camera, but you know, but it's not the safest. Some parts,
बिल्कुल.
yeah.
सोशल मीडिया एक ऐसी जगह है जहाँ पे बहुत से फेक फेसेस भी हैं.
Oh, yeah.
आप
My goodness.
आप जब देखते हो तो आपको लगता है कि मेरा सबसे अच्छा दोस्त यही है, लेकिन आप जैसे ही उठ के जाते हैं यू आर टॉपिक ऑफ द टेबल.
Yup.
अच्छा, पैसे भी मिलते हैं?
Yeah.
चलो शुक्र है, किसी को तो मिलते हैं, किसी को तो मिलते हैं.
Yeah. But oh no, wait, no.
We're not supposed to say that.
No, actually, sometimes between you and I, sometimes brands will say don't, you know, because we're working with others and they're not getting paid.
We're not taking any brand's name, but obviously, देखिए जब हम इतनी मेहनत करते हैं, हम अपना टाइम निकालते हैं,
Yeah.
हम कुछ क्रिएट करते हैं, उसको पोस्ट करते हैं, उसको बूस्ट करते हैं.
Yeah.
We pay for the boosting as well, you know, like we try our best. तो फिर उसका रिवॉर्ड भी होना चाहिए.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. We have families like in Beria, in Model Town and Iqbal Town. I prefer to stay in Iqbal Town because it's like, I want the reality. I don't want the, you know,
Fakeness.
yeah, but also it's just fabulous. It's great. It's lovely. It's beautiful. We see that anyway. I want to connect with real people, real life, people that actually know what Pakistan is all about. And then they take you to places cheap.
Otherwise, if you are in the luxury areas, you will only go to the luxury areas.
Mall.
And you already seen all this here.
Yeah.
You want to see the reality,
Yeah.
which you can have in अंदरून लाहौर.
Yeah.
आप अंदरून लाहौर जाएंगे तो आपको मिलेगी आप इकबाल टाउन, आप शालमी,
Yeah.
शाही किला, ये सब जो आप जाओगे तो आपको पता
I know, and that's the history, that's the beauty, and it's untouched.
untouched. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very rare that you'll get, you know, the occasional
Yes.
uneducated Pakistani man from Pakistan that's saying something nasty.
Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, any like, you know, South Asian.
Yeah, it's sad. It's really sad that they're our own people.
Then if you are supporting Palestine, that's your personal choice.
And I wouldn't change it.
Yes, so as a Muslim, we stand for it and we talk about it.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
we should. And as an
Absolutely.
being as well, if somebody is not Muslim, as a human being, whatever is happening there, we should stand. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.
How are you?
I'm good, actually. I'm good.
Did you always plan to become a content creator, or it just happened?
Do you know, oh God, like I said, I don't really like to be in front of the camera. I'm quite camera shy, actually, which is weird. But it just happened by accident. So I was with a friend 10, 11 years ago, and we were at Shisha. So the story is that she was invited, I was invited to a friend's it was a birthday, yeah. So it was at a shisha lounge, and then I walked in before my friends, and her and her sister, so Manu and her sister, were there, and they just were by themselves. They looked bored. There was no staff. The party hadn't started, so they came early.
Okay.
And we were second. So I'm really friendly. I went up to them and I was like, "Can we sit with you?" And they were like, "Yes." So it was really, you know, it was quite a loud moment, but it was like, oh yeah, they were overwhelmed. I was overwhelmed. We just kind of sat together. It was a really weird, awkward moment. But we sat together, and then obviously I'm of us, So we exchanged all details, and Manu at the time was a travel blogger. So she messaged and was like, "Oh, would you like to come to Morocco? It's a press trip." I didn't know what it was. I was like, "Okay, so how much is it going to cost me?" Blah, blah. She's like, "Nothing." And I was like, "This is weird. This is really weird." Like, okay.
किधर लेके जा रही है मुझे? बेच तो नहीं देगी ले जाके मोरक्को?
Do you know what? At that time, because it was 10, 11 years ago, when you're younger, you don't think about these things. मगर अब मुझे कोई कहे तो मुझे I'd be piss my pants and be like, you know, especially if it was, you know, like to Pakistan or something. Abhi jo halat hai Pakistan mein, didn't really say that on camera, but you know, but it's not the safest. Some parts,
बिल्कुल,
yeah,
you're absolutely right. I think twice कि बच्चों को लेके जाना है कि नहीं.
yeah,
You know, हम ये चीज़ें बहुत सोचते हैं.
yeah.
When you are under a very good government, you think like आप खुद से ही safe feel करना शुरू हो जाते हो. I can rule. This is my country. This is my homeland.
And then, you know what, the thing is, you think, hamare log hai, I can speak Urdu, you know, it's not great, but mujhe Urdu to aati hai, you know, with the same same skin color, sorry, with the same. So, you know, why are we feeling so uncomfortable? Sometimes, you know, years ago, I used to think, Mishad media ne create kiya hai, like the scare, because they do try and scare you, don't they? Certain parts anyway, but it has become unsafe, certain parts.
But this parts, yes.
Certain parts have become a little bit unsafe, but jana to humne hai, jana to.
फिर Morocco गया.
Yeah, and then it was a blast, and it was a press trip, so everything was complimentary. I think maybe I had to pay for the flight. And that's it. It was like really cheap, Gatwick to Morocco, 50, 60 pounds. I didn't spend any money. Everything was free. Maybe I did a bit of shopping, but not really that much. And
you need to create content for them.
no, she had to create the content. And the thing is, I didn't even know what it was. So I was just her plus one, and she would. So the benefit to her was obviously there's a man with you in those countries, or just a person with you, you know, and then also they can help you because I could film her.
Yeah.
So she would set up the camera, and this is where it actually started. So like if I'm, let's pretend I'm Monu and you're Awais. She will set up, so she'll be like, this is how I'm going to pose. She'll tell me exactly how she's going to pose, and she's going to take a picture and then show it to me, and then I have to recreate it. So मैंने बिल्कुल उसी तरह उसकी picture उतारनी है.
अच्छा.
So because those pictures came out good, because she's so good at photography, I then started to share them. And then वहाँ से likes, followers, उसको copy करके उसको मजाक उड़ा था, उसको tag करके. But people liked it, and it just, so yeah, and then things 11 years later, and I'm now on
कुछ मजेदार
सी बात. That's what it is, yeah. So
आप दिल के बहुत अच्छे हैं. आपसे मिलके, आपसे बात करके लगता ही नहीं है कि we are meeting first time. Definitely ये होता है क्योंकि आप हर किसी से क्लिक नहीं होते.
Yeah, that's true.
और सोशल मीडिया एक ऐसी जगह है जहाँ पे बहुत से फेक फेसेस भी हैं.
Oh yes.
आप
My goodness.
आप जब देखते हो तो आपको लगता है कि मेरा सबसे अच्छा दोस्त यही है. लेकिन आप जैसे ही उठ के जाते हैं, you are topic of the table.
Yeah. 100,000.
So I have to be very careful as well.
Yes. There, you know what, it is a very, essentially, you know, like a lot of people say, oh, social media is really fake, and it can be.
Yes, it can, because not 100% fake, but I will say like up 50-50 or 60-40 we could say.
Yeah. I think, you know, we're talking on a different, because we know the people.
Yes.
And they, you know, show us their true colors, because true colors eventually, but other people, like, you know, the general public, they'll say, oh, well, you know, it is a perfect shot. Like, we don't know what's going on around the sides. Like you've edited it, blah, blah, blah.
We take care.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So there's two sides, but, you know, it is what it is. I can't sit still. This is probably the longest I've sat in a really long time.
So out of lifestyle, beauty, and travel, which you enjoy the most?
Travel. But then I travel, and the products travel with me. So a lot of my shots, travel shots, will have like bash oud.
I was watching the other day, front of Alpha Tower, oud पड़ा था bash oud. मैंने कहा wow, ये यहाँ पे भी नहीं भूले कि मुझे इसको create करना है.
You know what? The thing is, sometimes you know, it's all in my mind that I have to post this, have to post this, or I have to create this. But I don't think I've ever forgotten. But it can happen. You know, if you...
आप वो लेवल बढ़ा देते हो कि अच्छा अब आप देखना सिर्फ और सिर्फ बैश शूट की वजह से लोग एल्फा टावर जाएंगे और वहाँ जाके कुछ ना कुछ शूट करेंगे कि अवैस ने वहाँ पे शूट किया है एंड देन वी नीड टू डू इट एंड द नेक्स्ट वन.
Oh gosh, I started a trend.
You have collaborated with the brands like Jaguar or with a Q Cotton.
Yeah.
So, आप ये सारी partnerships को कैसे देखते हो? How it happened? Jaguar is a big thing.
Yeah, actually thinking about it now, gosh, Jaguar I kind of forgot about. But yeah, that was a really nice...
I did my homework.
Yeah, you did. Oh my gosh, that was like a blast from maybe 2 years ago. Do you know what? I don't really think about it. I think that's what it is. Like a lot of people, you know, that whole like they think of it as success and it gets to your head. But I just think of it as I'm an ordinary person and it's a collaboration, been there, did the content, next.
Yeah.
You know, I don't let it I try not to let it get, I think it's just an upbringing because my family are quite grounded, but there are a lot of people, they'll be like, oh, you know, we went to the Givenchy makeup launch in Harrods and so, no, I don't get that, but...
दो तीन सर निकल आते हैं इधर से. And then they start saying, Harrods, you know, we were invited at Harrods. अच्छा, चलें ठीक है. Okay.
So, you know, my dad, if he was here right now, he's like, picho to see Harrods.
Picho Harrods. To see Jammi Harrods. You guys.
Oh, God.
Do you remember your first collaboration?
Yes. You'll never forget the first one. It was Murad Skincare.
Oh, yes.
It was so nice.
Like how you feel like that time, ki acha, collaboration on it.
Yeah. You know, you don't really understand really what it is. So it was like inside Debenhams, there was the counter. So they invited me in for a facial. So I just had to make a video and post it. Next thing you know, there was a delivery of products. These are expensive. Like there's no invoice. Like, how do I pay this? Because, you know, in the beginning, you don't really realize that it's free. Well, it's never free. You know, it's an exchange for services.
Exchange of some
services. But
अच्छा पैसे भी मिलते हैं.
Yeah.
चलो शुक्र है किसी को तो मिलते हैं. किसी को तो मिलते हैं.
Yeah. But oh no, wait, no.
We're not supposed to say that.
No, actually, sometimes between you and I, sometimes brands will say don't, you know, because we're working with others and they're not getting paid.
We're not taking any brand's name, but obviously, देखिए जब हम इतनी मेहनत करते हैं, हम अपना टाइम निकालते हैं, हम कुछ क्रिएट करते हैं, उसको पोस्ट करते हैं, उसको बूस्ट करते हैं. We pay for the boosting as well. You know, like we try our best. तो फिर उसका रिवॉर्ड भी होना चाहिए. Why not?
Yeah. You know, a lot of, like, I don't drive, so a lot of the times I'll just get an Uber.
Yes.
And sometimes the Uber costs is actually more than, like, the budget that the restaurant has set, you know, like, for the food. So there needs to be some sort of, you know,
होना चाहिए.
Like, I'm out of pocket for them, for their, and they're getting advertising and marketing. Whichever word applies, but.
बिल्कुल. Your trip to Syria with Forgotten Woman was really powerful.
Yeah.
How did your experience change your perspective?
Wow. Okay, so the people that are around me, like my family, even with Nasra, they were like, you know, I just wouldn't answer the phone. When I got back, I wouldn't answer the phone, reply to messages. It was delayed. The responses were a lot delayed. I just wouldn't get out of bed. I was just it really saddened me, I think. Obviously, you know, you see the reality of the world, but people that went with me, they found it a little bit easier. They just kind of went to work the next day or whatever. Me, I think I'm quite emotionally connected to things. So, I don't know, to me personally, I just was shaken up. And it took me like 3 months to kind of get back. I wasn't going to any events. Instagram people were like, influencers and stuff. They're like, where are you? Are you coming? Are you not coming? Like, I just wouldn't reply to messages. And it changed me because I don't know, I just kind of started to take everything. It sounds so cliche, but you just appreciate every single drop of every single thing.
Yeah.
And from food to like, I try not to waste any bit of food now.
Food, water, even oxygen.
Yeah.
Clear, the clear air.
Yeah.
You get it, clear oxygen.
Yeah.
You start appreciating that. I came back from Pakistan and it was a summer. We couldn't get the hot water because of all the gas problem. You couldn't get the gas. There's a shortage of gas. And, like when I came back, even till now, every time it happened, whenever under the shower, I say, Alhamdulillah, I'm having a hot water.
Yes.
So that is a big thing. It makes otherwise this is a very ordinary thing here. But you say, Shukr Alhamdulillah.
But they can get you need reminders every now and then. Like actually going back to Pakistan, the topic of Pakistan, we have families like in Beria, in Model Town and Iqbal Town. I prefer to stay in Iqbal Town because it's like, I want the reality. I don't want the, fakeness. Yeah, but also it's just fabulous. It's great. It's lovely. It's beautiful. We see that anyway. I want to connect with real people, real life, people that actually know what Pakistan is all about. And then they take you to places cheap.
Otherwise, if you are in the luxury areas, you will only go to the luxury areas. Mall. And you already seen all this here.
Yeah.
You want to see the reality, which you can have in Andarul Lahore.
Yeah.
आप अंदरूल लाहौर जाएंगे तो आपको मिलेगी आप इकबाल टाउन, आप शालमी, शाही किला, ये सब जो आप जाओगे तो आपको पता
I know, and that's the history, that's the beauty, and it's untouched.
Yeah. As a content creator, competition कभी bother करता है?
You know what? So yes, naturally as people, वो थोड़ा होता ही है ना कि I spent so long doing this, and what happened? Like it's got. It's like stuck on 500 views and like 30 likes or something, in the beginning. And then that can even happen now, actually. But it got to a point where I was like, I don't want this stuff to bother me anymore. So in the pandemic, actually, in 2020, I turned off the likes. So I can't see anybody's likes. They can see mine, but I can't see theirs and I can't see my own either, like, unless I go into insights or something. But I don't want to see that. I just want to, so I can see your content and I pressure then. And you know what, actually turn it off for a few days and you'll feel so like, you'll look at the content. You won't focus on the numbers. Sorry, I just keep moving this. You won't, the likes, the comments, the saves and all that pressure.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. But if you go to any event and you took 10 years to be somewhere, it's एक आपने time गुजारा होता है, मेहनत की होती है, फिर जाके आप उस एक exclusive event पे पहुंचते हो. और कुछ लोग जिन्होंने अभी start किया होता है, they are there as well. And people who are very, very million followers there as well. So do you feel pressure from up and down?
No, I don't. I just think, we're all there. How lovely. But at the same time, as a person, you think, okay, I haven't been invited to this event. Okay, one off, you think. But then it's like a list. And you think, you do feel a bit forgotten, actually, especially when you helped so many people get somewhere, get to their level, even if they're in the millions, believe it or not.
Yes.
But it saddens me when this happened after Syria, actually, because I was not getting back to anyone for a while. Then naturally I stopped getting any messages, and then I had to kind of explain the situation to PR companies, and then eventually now I'm back.
I am back now.
Yeah.
कभी ऐसा हुआ है कि किसी इवेंट के लिए आप बहुत कि अच्छा ये इवेंट आ रहा है, I'm gonna be there, और इनवाइट ना आया हो?
Probably, yeah. There's probably like no, there's probably
ऐसा होता है आप हर जगह invited नहीं
no. You can't be every. Oh yes, I'm not going to say what brand actually, but and I don't know the reason to date, but they still follow me on Instagram. You know, and if I reply to anything, they still reply back. But they don't invite me, but they invite everybody else.
why don't you ask them?
I don't know. Should I?
Yeah, you can say like, oh, I think you forgot to invite me. Don't forget me again.
Yeah, like in a cheeky way.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, like playful, cheeky.
Yeah.
Do you know why? Because it's been like two years, and I just think this is very strange. You're within my niche as well.
Yes.
So, I mean, I don't really have a niche, but obviously within sort like travel, beauty, food, you know, within that sort of circle. Yeah. So actually, you're right. Yeah, थोड़ा सा होता है कि like actually, yeah, you're right.
And
I'm gonna send a really long.
और कोई ऐसे इवेंट पे होते हैं जहाँ पे बहुत ही एक्सक्लूसिव इनविटेशन होता है और वो आउट नहीं होता ठीक है लोगों को नहीं पता होता कुछ ऐसा इवेंट होने वाला है और आप वहाँ पहुँचते हैं एंड यू फील अचीव यू नो लाइक अच्छा आई हैव अ रैपिड फायर फॉर यू
Okay.
कॉफी और चाय
Oh, I don't like hot drinks.
Okay, you're the first one.
Yeah.
Otherwise, most of the people like chai.
Yeah.
And just one or two like coffee.
Okay.
London or Lahore?
Lord.
Oh, wow. Skincare must have.
What do you mean?
Skincare must have. आपको skincare कौन सी एक और हर किसी के पास होनी चाहिए?
Okay. Probably a face mist.
Face mask.
Yeah. Because I get really, really hot. Actually, people make fun of me. They're like, are you going through menopause? The male version of menopause. I'm like, is that a thing?
Yes, I heard it.
You know, like the spritz. It's like it's like a toner, but it's, okay. It refreshes your...
Dream brand collab.
Oh, probably Marvel or Disney.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because I'm really... Not so much Disney, but obviously they're part of the same company. So probably Marvel. Marvel, yeah. I do Warner Brothers and DC, but I've not done Marvel. I know to some people it's going to be like, oh, it's like a small thing, but for me it's a big. This means a lot.
बड़े हुए उस चीज के साथ definitely. Best piece of advice you have ever received, and you think, अच्छा, इसने बिल्कुल सही कहा है.
It's probably come from like my mom or dad, and
they are the best people who advise, like with the best advice.
नहीं मगर चिढ़ आती है ना, like, you know, especially years ago, it's like, why? And then you later on, you're like, yes, actually something about friendship probably came from my you know.
One thing people would be surprised to know about you.
I'm camera shy.
Posting stories or reels, or what is more fun? Stories most fun?
Stories so much fun. It's more fun.
More fun.
I think it's easier. That's probably what it is.
Instagram and TikTok.
TikTok.
You're a TikTok lover. I started from TikTok.
Oh, really?
And for 5 years, I just done TikToks.
Oh, wow.
And then I came to Instagram.
Which one do you prefer?
It's easy to get followers on TikTok. But the audience is not very educated. You can get any kind of comments. Instagram is more sophisticated. It's very hard to get followers there, but they won't do bad comments.
Yeah,
you feel more safe.
Yeah, it's very rare that you'll get, you know, the occasional uneducated Pakistani man from Pakistan that's saying something nasty.
Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, any like, you know, South Asian.
Yeah, it's sad. It's really sad that they're our own people. You know.
First thing do you do when you wake up? Then?
No, just go to the toilet. And whilst I'm checking.
Okay. One collab you regret saying yes to.
Oh. Probably a fizzy drinks collab. I can't remember what the brand was called, but, you know,
it's not good for the health.
Not even that. It was just, it didn't taste great. you know, I felt that,
पता चल गया मुझे कौन सी है.
yeah, they pressured me into doing it. It felt like it was pressured, but then
The taste wasn't.
the taste wasn't great. But they didn't, and they didn't repost it. They didn't even comment. They didn't even. I was like, weirdos.
Okay. Guilty pleasure snack.
Oh, Cadbury's whole nut.
Oh, wow. मुझे भी बहुत पसंद है. Literally.
Yeah.
Celebrity crush.
Probably Angelina Jolie. Yeah.
साड़ियाँ मर गई साड़ियाँ.
No, it used to be Kajol, but
अच्छा.
I don't know why.
Okay, would you rather lose your phone or your passport?
Oh, both I can replace. So
जिसके बगैर जान ही निकल जाएगी.
probably phone.
Phone ना. One thing you can't travel without.
Oh, my diabetes medication.
No. मिल जाती है कहीं से भी मिल.
No, yeah.
कहीं से भी मिल जाती है.
I don't know. My phone. I just need my phone for everything.
Yeah. कोई अच्छा सा शेर आता?
No,
Not at all. कोई अच्छी कोट जो आप कोई कुछ खूबसूरत सा कहना चाहें. कोई मेरी तारीफ ही कर.
you look gorgeous, but no, I'm a bit boring.
No, it doesn't mean you're boring. मुझे भी नहीं आते शेर.
Acha.
तो इसका मतलब नहीं है कि
No, you're not boring. You're the least boring person.
अच्छा.
Yeah, कुछ मजेदार सी बात है.
आप जिस से गुजरे हैं, जिन प्रॉब्लम्स से, ऑब्वियसली आप एकदम से तो कहीं नहीं पहुंच जाते हैं. तो आपको लगता है कि जो आजकल नए कंटेंट क्रिएटर हैं, आर दे गोइंग थ्रू द सेम थिंग और उनको ऐसे मिलता है बूस्ट?
There's a few that have just, gone straight to the top, based on their content or, how they interact with people. But generally, a lot of people, I think, they give up hope because Instagram is hard. It's very hard. And that's where the main, as a content creator, that's where
that's the main niche.
Yeah. And that's where you make the most of your money or get the most of your collaborations. So it's always been classed as the number one platform for influencers. So, it is hard to grow. But if I had to give advice, I would say, just be real to who you are. Don't start copying everybody else. It's like copy and paste. It becomes obvious.
Yeah.
And with growth in terms of followers and stuff like that, I think, it's tempting to just buy 300,000-400,000 followers. But I would say just,
buy.
Yeah, people
buy.
Yeah. So,
But for obvious नहीं होता है.
I think a lot of people can tell, or companies have ways of finding out. People always say to me, you've got they think of it as so many followers, but I think of it as 75K, but over 10 years. It's actually quite slow.
Yes.
The growth is...
What 10 years?
Yeah, the growth is quite slow. And then obviously people have dropped along the way because of my support for the Stein and other things. But I think
you are doing great. If you are supporting Palestine, that's your personal choice.
And I wouldn't change it.
Yes. So as a Muslim, we stand for it and we talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we should. And as a human being as well, if somebody is not Muslim, as a human being, whatever is happening there, we should stand.
I am I spend more time on TikTok. I repost so much stuff because I want other people to see it. I want to educate other people. Actually, going back to the Syria thing, I think the choice was between Palestine or Syria, or there was that option somewhere, because it's just in my mind right now, so it must be a thing. But obviously I chose Syria because going to Palestine is like a death wish. And my parents, they wouldn't have allowed it. They were really funny about Syria, actually. But anyway, going back to what we were talking about, I would just say just be it's slow growth, but you will feel better. Even if like, let's say I bought 1 million followers, you know, you might not know, but I know I need to be satisfied and be, you know, it wouldn't make me feel great. Yeah, it just wouldn't make me feel great at all.
जाते जाते कुछ कहना चाहेंगे? Any message
For
for the you know, like जो भी content creator हैं या जो भी लोग हमें देख रहे हैं, कोई अच्छा सा मैसेज देना चाहे?
कुछ मजेदार सी बातें करते रहे and हमारा शो देखते रहे.
बस blank हो गए.
Yeah, I have become blank. You know what? I don't know. I'm not great with motivation. I am, but more like a one-to-one, probably without the camera. But just be you. Yeah.
ठीक है.
And people, you know what? Yeah, because fake people, we can see right through them, and you can see, you know, like sometimes you think, how many female influencers do we know?
Yeah.
You know, you do look at them sometimes, you know, like something isn't right. Your feeling आ जाती है ना, like fakery की.
चले आज आपसे बातें करके इतना मज़ा आया अवैस, इतना मज़ा आया कि मैंने कोशिश बड़ी की कि इनसाइट्स से कुछ निकलवाएं, बट आई कुडंट.
वो आपको गॉसिप चाहिए?
गॉसिप चाहिए थी मुझे, कोई अंदर की गॉसिप, कोई यू नो, कोई मसाला.
वो जो शनीला है ना, वो जो ईस्ट लंदन में रहती है,
हाँ, बताओ उसके बारे में.
वो इतने फिल्टर यूज करती है
कि पहचान ही नहीं सकती.
Can you imagine? Oh God, it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Thank you so much for coming.
And thank you for having me.
और हमारे देखने वाले अगर इसी तरह से आप लोग मज़ेदार से एपिसोड चाहते हैं या आप भी पार्टिसिपेट करना चाहते हैं एंड यू डू समथिंग अमेजिंग, यू कैन कॉन्टेक्ट मी. और अवैस को देखते रहें, इनका कंटेंट बहुत अच्छा है. ब्यूटी हो, ट्रेवल हो या फिर सोशल वर्क हो, ही ऑलवेज देयर एंड हिज कंटेंट इज़ वेरी जेन्युइन and I really like it. That's why he is today on my show. So आप लोगों के देखने का बहुत शुक्रिया, और इसी तरह दोबारा से एक नए गेस्ट के साथ मैं फिर आऊँगी. अभी तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज.